There is something we have been planning for 4 years now, and finally the time has come where we can actually share that with you. And this is a huge reason why we built this deep winter greenhouse here in Mongolia. As you guys know, we started this project building this geothermal greenhouse here in Mongolia around 4 years ago. We actually made videos of the whole building process, from the digging the foundation all the way to planting for the very first time. Over the last 3 years, we have been growing all different types of varieties to see what can actually work and grow here in Mongolia, and the results have been absolutely fantastic. Of course, one of the reasons to have a geothermal greenhouse here is to be able to grow fruit and vegetables to feed our family. The great thing about having a geothermal system here in Mongolia is we can extend our season, as you have seen on our videos. One of the things I've been passionate about growing here in Mongolia are chilies, and chilies need a really long, hot season. I have been experimenting with all different types of chilies, and the results have been absolutely fantastic. Chilies take a really long time. I start chilies here in Mongolia around the 1st of January and grow them all the way through to December. Over the last couple of years, I've been experimenting with all different types of recipes, and finally the time has come that I can share one of those recipes with you. Let's head inside. I want to make a chili sauce that is really, really special to my heart. So with a little history, I was born and raised in Africa. This was one of the very first hot sauces that I tried and fell in love with, and I wanted to share that with you. This is a Piri Piri sauce. A Piri Piri sauce is made up from African bird's eye chilies. It has such a unique and special flavor, so this sauce has a special place to my heart, and I wanted to share that with you. Let me show you what the ingredients are and put it all together. So these are the chilies that we're going to be using for this recipe. These are the Piri Piri bird's eye chilies. They're coming in at around 80 to 165 Scovilles. So they're not super hot, but they're extremely flavorful. I'm also going to add in a couple of other chilies. I'm going to be using some cayenne. They're about 30,000 to 50,000 Scovilles. And this one is a Bishop's Crown. It's not really hot. It's about 5,000 Scovilles. Then I'm going to add in a couple of super hots. These are my 7-pot Primo chocolates. They're well over 1 million Scovilles, so that's going to add quite a lot of heat to the sauce. We're going to be using here quite a lot of garlic, about a cup of garlic. We're going to be using some thyme, some black pepper, and some coriander. We're going to be adding some salt in there. This is Himalayan rock salt. We're going to be adding some sugar in there, some lemon juice, and a little bit of mustard. On this side, we're also going to be adding in some white wine vinegar. If you're going to use a white wine vinegar sauce, use a good one. This one has especially been imported from Italy, so I know that it's a good quality. I'm also going to add in some distilled white vinegar and some vegetable oil. So these are all the ingredients. We're actually going to blend this up and then cook it down. Let's start blending this up and show you the next process. I'm going to put in half the amount of garlic, and you'll see about that later. Now that all the chili has been mixed up, there's one more thing that I want to do before I get this cooking away. So before I add in some of the spices to the sauce, before we cook it up, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lightly toast them, and that's going to bring out some of the flavor. So we're going to take the coriander inside there and just lightly toast it. So, and then add in the thyme. And then I'm going to move that over to my spice blender. Then I can put this on. And add that to that. There we go. Then we can add in the salt and the sugar and the black pepper. Now I'm going to add in also the rest of the oil and the vinegar, and then bring this up to a simmer and let it simmer away for about 15 minutes. And at this point, I'm also going to add in 2 teaspoons of mustard, just a plain mustard. I don't usually like using mustard in hot sauce, but I think it's going to complement this sauce quite a lot. Then just mix it up with an emulsion blender. So now that it has been simmering for about 15-20 minutes, we want to move on to the next step, and that is to add in the other half of the garlic, because garlic kind of, the flavor cooks off when you cook it. So I want to add in a little bit more at the end just to really give it that garlicky flavor. So I'm going to mix this up with a little bit of the sauce. Then last thing I'm going to add in is about a cup of lemon juice, and that's really going to make it pop, give it that really nice flavor. Now I want to let it simmer for another 5 or 10 more minutes. There's one more thing I want to add in here before we start to bottle it up, and that is a little bit of xanthan gum. Because of the nature of the sauce with a lot of oil and vinegar, it will separate quite quickly. This is just to help it emulsify and stay together a lot longer. But we really don't need much. All I'm going to add in there is about half a gram, and then mix that through. Before we move on to the bottling process, what I want to do is I just want to check the sauce, check the pH, so I know that it's in the safe range. Looking at the consistency, it looks perfect, exactly how I want it. So let's check the pH. I have this very nice pH meter. So you can put it inside just a little bit, and it's dropping down 3.65, 3.59, 3.57, 3.56, 3.55, which is great. You want it to be under 4.6, then you know it's going to be shelf stable and it's going to have a good shelf life. So 3.54, 3.55. So I know that this sauce is going to be good. So we have all the bottles here. I have sanitized them and sterilized them. I've used Star San, which is an acids-based sanitizer. So all the bottles are clean. Gonna just bring this up to a simmer again. So we're gonna bottle it while it's hot, and that's gonna make sure it has a good shelf life. So while it is still hot, I have the caps, and we put the caps on nice and tight, and we can actually turn that bottle upside down, and that's going to help sterilize the lid as well. I need to get a better funnel for making the bottles. I noticed that this one is way too big, so it doesn't fit in, so I have to figure something out. But okay, let's get all these bottles filled up before we do a taste test. So now we have all our bottles filled. I'm just going to let them cool down, And then we can put some labels on them and some shrink wrap, and we can try this hot sauce. Very exciting.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 25. How many?
24.
24. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Wow.
Finally, our hot sauce has been shrink wrapped with a nice little label on it. It looks good.
Awesome.
Very nice label. Finally, we get to reveal to you what we have been planning for the last 4 years, and that is launching our very own chili sauce brand. This will be Simple Wild Hot Sauce.
First hot sauce.
First hot sauce. There are many more of this to come. We're going to be doing a couple of different sauces over the next couple of weeks. So
exciting.
very exciting. All right.
Yeah.
Ready to try it?
Yeah.
So this peri peri sauce came out absolutely fantastic. Really, really good consistency. The smell.
Smells delicious.
Smells really, really good. All right. We need to taste it.
I haven't tried yet.
You haven't tried yet.
But you tried.
I tried.
No, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a little bit.
Like this. Oof.
Ooh. The heat is building now.
Yeah. Comes more and more.
Wow, a lot of flavor in the beginning. And now the heat starts to build. And that's from the 7-pot Primos.
Wow. That's quite.
Ooh. Delicious. I mean, this is not...
Yeah, but it tastes nice.
I mean, this is not a blow your head off super hot sauce. It is definitely on the hotter side. But the flavor is really, really nice. This with a bit of chicken will be absolutely delicious.
But any of the nice with the boats or hosho.
Both hosho. Very, very nice sauce.
Very nice.
I think you guys are going to enjoy this sauce quite a lot.
I didn't cry for sauce. It's just my eyes a bit.
But the burn is still there.
Yeah, it's not the worst that.
No, but I can handle much hotter sauces than you can.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, exactly.
this is
For
good.
me, it's for handling for this.
This is good entry level.
Yeah.
Right. Mongolia's first chili sauce brand.
Yep. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is really exciting, guys. We've been working for this for the last 4 years. As I said, there's a couple of sauces coming out over the next couple of weeks. We're going to advertise this on our Simple Wild Living Facebook page. There will be a couple of bottles available for you guys to buy. Unfortunately, we cannot ship this overseas at the moment. But if you know someone here in Mongolia or Ulaanbaatar, you're welcome to purchase it through them and bring it over to you overseas. Would love you guys to try this sauce and get some feedback. It's going to be on our Facebook page. It's going to be a first come, first serve basis. So once the bottles are sold out, that is it for this brand. We're only going to do small batches. So really, really exciting. And yeah, we're going to scale up operations next year. So we're going to be growing a lot more chilies and have a lot more different types of sauces.
Yeah. It's
Really
going to be fun.
Really fun. Thank you.
This is only have 20 bottles.
20 bottles. Thank you, guys. We love you to bits. Thank you for supporting our small channel.
Yeah.
We are so, so happy and excited to bring this new product, new brand to you. And we look forward to seeing you in the next one.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Great. Bye. Good job. We did it.